Hey everyone, welcome back to this learning journey. So, in the last few videos, you have understood what is machine learning and the key terminologies that we have got in machine learning. Now, in this video, let's talk about the types of machine learning. So, guys, first of all, thank you so much for each and every one of you for sharing some of the amazing feedback, and you guys have been wonderful. So, please continue to do the same. And if you have got any questions or any feedback, feel free to share it with me and reach me on LinkedIn. So connect with me on LinkedIn, share the feedback over there as well. And I look forward to hearing from you. Now, continuing further in the machine learning journey. So let's understand what exactly is this supervised machine learning. So we are mainly interested in understanding what exactly is this supervised machine learning. So to illustrate this supervised machine learning, first, before that, let me just describe what exactly is the supervised machine learning. Supervised machine learning is a type of machine learning where we learn the pattern, okay, learn the pattern on a labeled data set. That is what a supervised machine learning is all about. So how does a labeled data set would look like? So to help you understand this, okay, let me just add the same right now. Okay, I'll give you an example, team. I'll build an example in front of you so that you will understand. Okay. Okay, let's take up these examples which is provided right now. Okay. Okay. So here in each scenarios, I have the name. That means I have the type of animal with me. So these are cat. In the same way, I have dog with me. So if you look into this data set that I have got with me, okay, if you look into this data that we have got, okay, so here I have the images. Along with the images, I also have a label. These names which I have mentioned right now as cat, so these are called as the label. Okay, so we have got the image data. Along with that, we also have a label. So the reason that I'm calling it as label, so what is label? Let's have a quick recap. Recap is nothing but here the label is nothing but the feature that we are trying to predict. Now in this example, given an image, I want to predict to which class it would belong to. So hence this cat is a special feature which is a label. So I've got a data as well as a label, hence we call it as a label data set. That's what a machine learning is. See, in case of supervised machine learning, we try to learn the pattern on a label data set. In the same way, if you look into the below example, I've got the images of dog, and below the images of dog, I have the text that says as, okay, this is an image of dog and it belongs to the class of dog. So this kind of data is called as a label data. Okay, this kind of data is called as a label data. Now, now when we are dealing with such kind of label data, we call it as a supervised machine learning. Now the another question is, okay, how and what is unsupervised machine learning? Well, in case of unsupervised machine learning, what happens is we will be learning the pattern on the unlabeled data. Okay, we will not have the labels in case of unsupervised machine learning. Okay, we'll not have the labels, we'll just have the data. Okay, we'll just have the data. I'll have some collection of data that would look like this. Now by looking into this data itself, I'll try to find the similarities between the data, and then I'm going to decide, okay, to what are the similarities between these data set. Okay, and we'll try to find the patterns on this unlabeled data. That's what we call it as a unsupervised learning. So supervised learning will be dealing with labeled data set, and in case of unsupervised learning, we'll be learning the pattern on an unlabeled data set. That's the major difference, guys. Now to give you an example, okay, so here you will be given with the data set of the image, or in the scenario cat, and you also have a label that says, okay, what exactly that would contain. Now if I want to give you a very simple example, think of it as how you have started your learning in your childhood. So in your childhood, maybe your teacher showed you an image of apple and she said that, hey, this is apple, apple, apple. And when she showed ball to you, so she said that, okay, this is ball, ball, ball. So not only as a teacher, he or she showed you as how does the apple would look like, but also told you, okay, this is what an apple is. That is an example of supervised machine learning. And in case of unsupervised machine learning, think of it as a childhood, you are given with a lot of Lego pieces or Lego puzzles or the toys or a wax that was given to you. So what you will do, there is no rules over there. You'll just use whatever the individual parts that you have got, and you will build it up on the basis of your own creativity, on the basis of parts that is available to you. Now that is an example of unsupervised machine learning. So guys, I hope you are now clear between supervised machine learning and unsupervised machine learning. So if you're clear, please confirm by typing in as yes in the comment section so that I'll understand, okay, you're able to follow along with me. Excellent. So let's progress, guys. Now let's proceed ahead and let's look into the other type of machine learning that we have got, that is the reinforcement learning. Okay, reinforcement learning. What exactly is this reinforcement learning? So in the scenario of this reinforcement learning, here what happens is the computer program learns from the experience. Okay, learning is based on the experience. I'm just giving you an example. Let's say you're going to visit a specific city in India. Okay, let's assume you are going to visit a place called, or you're going to visit the Bangalore in India. Now, when you're visiting the Bangalore in India, so because of Google and various reviews, so you will understand as, okay, which hotel is best in the Bangalore area. Okay, and based on that review, you are going to decide on that hotel on the basis of the reviews or the experience from the other users. Now let's assume you are going to choose a hotel, maybe a Radisson. Okay, that's the hotel that you're going to choose. And when you stay there as in the Radisson, let's assume that you had a good experience. So if you had a good experience, what you will do is, okay, you want to visit next time when you come to Bangalore. Okay, if you had a bad experience, obviously you want to avoid that hotel at any cost. So this is what we do, right? So in this scenario, you have decided or you made up your mind on the Radisson Hotel on the basis of people's review, and on that basis, when you visited the Radisson Hotel, if you had a good experience, so you will visit the hotel next time, and if you had a bad experience, you will avoid that hotel at any cost. So what is happening in the scenario is you're learning from the iterative learning purpose or from the iteration. This is purely based on the experience. Now in the previous scenario, okay, you will be given with the label data. Now with this label data, you're learning the pattern. In the unlabeled data, you will find the patterns between the data itself. But in case of reinforcement learning, you will take an action, and based on that action on the environment, it is going to result in the change of environment, and then you will take depending on the outcome that you had, you will take the further steps. Now to illustrate it in a better way, okay, let's do one thing. Let's say you are driving a car. Okay, you're driving the car on the road, and maybe you're in mood of an ice cream. Okay, you want to visit the ice cream shop. Now you're sitting in this car, and you want to go towards the ice cream shop. Now what you will do is, let's say by sitting in this car and you are going to press the accelerator. So as a result of pressing this accelerator, your car moved from this place to the new place. So the orange car that you see right now, this is the second step. Okay, this is the second step, or this is the first step of the car. So if you look into the two steps, okay, the second step of the car is very much near to your ice cream parlor compared to the first step of the car. So the action that you have taken, that is the accelerate action, has actually resulted in moving your car from step 1 to step 2, and it has resulted in moving towards your final end goal, that is reaching the ice cream shop. So what you will do, okay, since this action is working, next time you'll take the another action, that is you will press the accelerator again. Now on the step 3, you are much more near to the ice cream shop. So what you're doing is, first you will take the acceleration as the first step. On that basis, you will reach a new state. This is called as the state 2. And based on the outcome from the state 2, you will decide whether to accelerate or whether to go backwards. So here you are taking the iterative step on the basis of experience. So this kind of learning is called as the reinforcement learning. I hope you are able to follow along with me. So reinforcement learning is still an active area of research. So the applications are still at a very, I would say, at an early stage right now. We don't have a very huge applications or very huge impacting application as of now in case of reinforcement learning, but it's an active area of research. Okay, so as part of your learning journey in this video, you have understood what are the various types of machine learning. So we've got supervised, unsupervised, and the reinforcement learning. So with this, we come to the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed and understood about the types of machine learning. If you've got any feedback, feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. So connect with me on LinkedIn and share it with me if you have got any feedback. And I look forward to seeing you next time. So thank you so much, guys.